I'm Reece Parkinson, and I'm on a journey across the Caribbean. In this program, I'm heading to the Bahamas. It's considered one of the most beautiful places in the world, with dazzling marine life, breathtaking coral reefs, and stunning white sands. Renowned as a magnet for billionaires, bankers, and beach lovers, it attracted nearly 10 million tourists to its shores last year. But it's also an island nation on the front line of climate change.
It was the beacon of hope that we needed when the lighthouse came on, because everybody knew at that point that there is hope.
Rising sea levels and increasingly unpredictable weather patterns are affecting everyday life here. So I'm leaving the sunbeds behind to find out firsthand how the people who live here are trying to save this stunning paradise.
I never thought we'd be doing that.
I'm starting my journey in Sweetings Key, a small, sun-washed slice of the Bahamas, where the ocean is as much a place of work as it is for enjoyment. Shervin Tate has been a fisherman here all his life.
How you doing,
How
man?
are you, sir? Good to meet you.
Bahamas.
Thank you very much.
So we're gonna be getting over here in this boat, and I'm
Okay.
gonna be taking you
Awesome.
out today.
Here, local fishermen dive, not just for a day's catch, but to preserve a way of life passed down through generations. They collect lobster, fish, but most of all, conch.
Conch, man, I want to tell you, anytime you taste it, you gotta try it again. It's really one of those local dishes that the Bahamian people really love. It's like our national dish.
The queen conch is a sea snail. It grows on the bottom of the ocean in its shell, eating plants and algae. It's been caught here for at least 1,000 years.
So, Shervin, talk to me about the history of this area and the fishing industry.
Oh, so Sweetens Key really is a fishing village where my forefathers fishing all their lives. We've been conching, lobstering, fishing up until to my time.
All your generation comes from this village.
That's right. When you hear a name called the Tates,
Tates.
that's Sweetens Key. Most of the Tates in Grand Bahama comes from Sweetens Key. This is almost like Tate Town. I'm sorry to say that, but it's almost like Tate Town.
So how far away are we from where the conchs are?
I think we're about 30 minutes away.
Okay, great.
Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Let's do it. They're picking up some speed.
Yeah.
Passing on the family trade, Shervin catches conch with his nephew, Rob. Divers like him can collect hundreds of conch on a single trip.
So, Robert, you getting ready to go in?
Yeah, brother, you know how I go.
Go on. Yes, Robert. Hey. Okay, we can actually see the conch inside. Kind of like a slug.
Yeah.
This distance.
When it's clean, it's beautiful. You need to see it when everything is off and it's clean. I saw a big one. I won that one. You want to go in?
I want to catch one of these.
Come on. I have diving gear. I bought enough for who want to go. You want some diving gears?
Yes, I do.
Sure.
I need to catch my first conch. That would give me a big one.
Yes, you got to get a big one.
Give me a
I want you to
big
get
conch.
a big one so we can have some ceviche.
I got two big conchs. Dinner is soft. These ones look juicy.
They are legal conch, guy. Can you get some more? Go get me some more. Get me some more. Woo!
Shervin, how many hours you usually do this?
Hey man, I would say about 6 hours a day.
That was actually a lot more challenging than I thought it was going to be, just because the conchs blend in so well with the sea basin, the sand. But if Shervin is looking for another recruit, I'm ready. So Shervin, I'm ready to start.
Oh man, you are hired.
But the reality is, there actually might not be a job for me to take in the next few years. Scientists warn that conch numbers are in decline as warmer seas, increased water acidification, and declining food sources caused by climate change are making them die out. In the Bahamas, there's a ban on catching small conch because, added to this, overfishing and illegal trade have brought the numbers to critical levels.
Yeah, we want the small ones to be there to produce. You know.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to have persons taking the small one out of the water. Gotta preserve and protect the environment. If you don't, we won't have no future for our children.
It's a worldwide problem, and some countries have gone further, banning conch fishing altogether. But the hope is that the government's approach here can stabilise the numbers without destroying a piece of Bahamian cultural heritage. To make the most out of our haul, I'm headed to the king of conch salad, Mr. Tony Macaroni.
Tony!
Hi, how you doing?
I got a present.
Presents?
2 conchs for you.
Thank you.
And I would love, as I hear, you're the man when it comes to making a conch salad.
I'll be glad to help you. First, repeat after me. We crack it, stick it, and pull it. Say it.
We crack it, stick it, and pull it.
Say it again.
We crack it, stick it, and pull it.
Gotcha. All we're doing is breaking the shell to break the vacuum. Now we're going to?
Stick it.
Yes. Over the bucket. Gently.
Oh, wow, this is
Gently.
huge.
Tony then skins the raw conch and turns it into a salad.
Everything I use in my business is homegrown. Gonna add lime juice to this. This is the key.
But there's one secret ingredient.
Try it.
Can I?
Yes.
That's like an explosion of flavours.
Yes.
You can taste the lime, the sweetness from the peppers,
Yes.
the conch. I think I got the good part of the conch that you were
Yes,
talking about.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It's like the perfect lunch.
But it's not just conch fishing that goes back generations. The Bahamas is made up of 700 islands, of which 30 are inhabited. Seafaring has been a way of life here for centuries, and if you have boats, you need a lighthouse. I'm heading out to Abaco, about a 35-minute flight from Grand Bahama.
Hey!
Hey, are you Reece?
Yes.
Great. So we come to get you, take you to the lighthouse.
I'm being taken by Heather and Kent to meet Jeffrey Forbes Jr., the lighthouse keeper, who is as much part of the history as the lighthouse itself. This lighthouse is unusual, as it is one of the last in the world run on kerosene and manned by a keeper.
Oh, that's tight. Oh. No, Jeffrey,
Hey, how you doing?
really good. How are you?
All right?
You're not the first in your family to do this, right?
No. Third generation.
You're the 3rd generation.
Yes.
So your dad's dad's dad, and his name was
Jeffrey Forbes Sr.
Jeffrey.
I'm keeping it going. So my son is Jeffrey.
Is he
III.
really?
Yeah. I grew up around lighthouses. We got 8 in the Bahamas, and my dad traveled to all of them. So I was going to some knee high. I've been around lighthouse, so it's in my blood. But nowadays, it's like I'm the last keeper left. If you use a light bulb, like how they automated the rest, if you put a light bulb in there, it's not the same. And when you put the mantle on, the real light, it's like a calm, smooth, sensation. It's like, it's memorizing. To me, it's a big difference, You could see it for about 18, 20 miles. Like people will say a lighthouse would be a lighthouse, but if it's not, it don't have the human part of it, it's just a brick wall. You know, in the community, this is a living being.
But this lighthouse would take on an even greater role in the hearts of the locals. In 2019, the lives of Bahamians would be changed forever.
Hurricane Dorian has made landfall in the northwest Bahamas with winds of up to 180 miles an hour.
Now, the US Hurricane Center says Storm Dorian poses an immediate threat to the Bahamas, as well as millions of people along America's southeast coast.
On September 1st, Hurricane Dorian hit the Bahamas. It was one of the worst storms ever recorded in the region.
And did you know that it was coming?
It started out as a Category 2, anticipated to be a Category 3
So
on
at
Wednesday.
2 and 3, you're just like, all right, I'm going to put everything
Well,
in the
that was
house.
common.
We're not gonna
It's
go
not great, but it wasn't anything that you weren't prepared for. By Friday morning at 10 o'clock, she had changed to a Category 5.
The car upside down.
Dorian land on a full moon tide, so the sea levels were already higher than normal, and so that is why, combined with the tornadic activity, we had so much devastation. It was a monster, and just being in that and having your ears.
It sounds like you're standing next to a train. It's just constant as that roar.
You're just hearing porches ripping off, roofs coming off, trees snapping, and then
I didn't even hear my roof come off.
As the storm departed 2 days later, over 75% of the island's homes were destroyed. Hurricanes aren't uncommon in this part of the world, but according to the World Meteorological Organization, extreme weather and climate shocks are becoming more acute in the Caribbean, with the acceleration of long-term warming trends and a rise in sea levels. Officially, 74 people were killed and 245 were missing, but some claim the numbers may have even reached the thousands. Those who survived then had no water, food, or electricity.
so it was pitch black at night. Just see, you couldn't even see your face, your hand in front of your face. And on the 11th day, a generator came and they got our light working. And everyone who still remembers that night when that light came on still almost bursts into tears.
Yeah, it was the beacon of hope that we needed when the lighthouse came on, because everybody knew at that point that there is hope. We can get through this.
And for Jeffrey, he had the agony of watching it all unfold from afar.
It wasn't here for Dorian. Because coming back after Dorian, I actually cried, just to see the devastation. Getting the light on, and that bring a lot of hope to people, to see the light. It wasn't rotating anything, but just to see the light of hope, with the darkness. So, Reece, you want to see a light? I'm going to light it right now.
Yes, please.
Okay, let's go. Part that we call the vaporizer. It's got to be hot enough, and then I'll give you the honors of lighting it.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Whoa! You can feel that getting hot as well. It's like a sauna.
Really hot.
Crazy to think that the whole town can see us.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They can see the light.
If you're late, they'll call you and let you know what's
Do they
going on
really?
with the light.
Feels like such history.
Yeah, it's a lot of history in it, Tell people to do this job, you gotta love this job.
And you love it.
I love it, it's in my blood.
Hurricane Dorian clearly has had a huge impact on the people here. I truly can't imagine living through something so painful and traumatic that maybe if you yourself wasn't affected, you definitely knew someone, family or friends, co-worker, that had their life turned upside down. How do you get over that?
But the people here refused to give up. It wasn't just about rebuilding their homes, businesses and shattered lives, but also about restoring the environment. I've come to meet Rashima Ingraham at a conservation on Grand Bahama, which is regrowing the island's mangrove forests.
But Grand Bahama really got hit hard. We lost about 70% during that initial Dorian impact. And so these seeds that we have in the nursery now, they're almost ready to be outplanted into those devastated areas.
Mangroves grow on the shoreline of many of the islands here. They are a fertile area for wildlife and provide important coastal protection from the wind and waves.
So if you think about the fact that the ocean is one of the biggest catchers or carbon sequesters, right? The mangroves are actually another huge part of that element where it takes in all of that carbon dioxide and it seals it into the soil.
So we're going to be planting some of these?
You're going to be planting at Dover Sound, so this is what you're going to be carrying.
Okay,
out.
amazing. Yeah. These are our little babies for today.
Right, right.
Already ahead of us is Uncle Joe, one of the mangrove volunteers.
Oh, you want to go? You want to leave? Uncle Joe!
Yes, yeah, right here.
I have some presents for you.
Oh, I love these presents. I give them a kiss all the time.
This plant right here is Uncle Joe's.
That's Uncle Joe's mangrove there, yeah. But that'll grow and probably you'll see fish swimming among them. We're doing it for future generations. That's what gives us the joy. Put a little pressure on it with your, to keep her in the steady. When the tide comes up, the water flows around it, so you want to be sturdy. Excellent, beautiful, look at that. You did it.
But mangrove conservation isn't the only place where humans are having a positive impact on the environment here. I'm heading to meet dive specialist Andre Musgrove to conquer one of my greatest fears.
You ready to go see some sharks? A little bit of hesitancy.
With you, I'm ready.
Okay.
With you, I'm ready.
I like that answer.
Yeah.
Let's go then.
Let's do it. Oh man, this is gonna be...
First time, right?
Yes, first time.
Okay, not your last time though. I will make it not your last.
Around the world, over 25% of shark species are endangered, hunted to near extinction, or starved by lack of food due to overfishing. But in 2011, the Bahamas turned all of its coastal waters into a massive shark conservation area, and it's had a monumental impact.
The Bahamas is the shark capital of the world. We have many different species of sharks on one dive. You can see up to 7 different species: hammerhead, tiger shark, reef shark, nurse shark, lemon shark, bull shark, all within the same frame in some spots. That's why a lot of people come here to dive with sharks. The key with diving with sharks is stay calm, stay relaxed. So you always want to be looking around to see where the sharks are in the water.
Andres told me to get in slowly and start off by floating near the surface.
What a thing to do. What a thing to do.
To be honest, for my first time swimming with sharks, I was pretty happy to watch them from a distance.
I have 6 to 10 sharks underneath me right now.
But after a while, I couldn't resist taking a slightly closer look.
There are so many feelings right now. That was arguably one of the best moments I've ever had or ever experienced. God, I never thought I'd be doing that. when you're in there, you get this weird, like, blissful feeling.
That's the humbling part for me, where it's like you're humble that they allow you to be there. Had a good time?
Genuinely, I can't thank you enough. That was
no problem, man.
Yeah,
Some of our
surreal
sharks
experience.
in the Bahamas. Another Tuesday, bro.
Another Tuesday.
As I come to the end of my journey, I'm more aware of how beautiful yet vulnerable these incredible islands are. Everyone I've met has shown me how Hurricane Dorian has catapulted them into being more sensitive to their environment. But reflecting on it all, for me, the true spirit of the Bahamas and the Caribbean is in people like Shervin.
Recovering from the storm, how was that for the community and how was it for you as well?
It was really devastating, especially for the people of Sweetens Key, myself. After losing everything, like your home, your boat, and everything else, it was devastating. People were sad, people were crying. My mom lost family members who died in the storm. And for me, being one of those council person, I was just going around and encouraging people and letting them know we're going through a tough time, but believe in God that one day a change will come. Hold on, no, and don't do no wrong. God will supply your every need. Be strong and have no fear. No, no, no. Jesus will dry your weeping tears. But now